everyone, back again to videos. I'm going to make a video today on the semester project. Some of you seem to be questioning how to do that, so let's just talk a little bit about the semester project. Okay, so you're going to build this semester project. One of the first things you can do to get yourself started is, first of all, build your title page. On your title page, you're going to have the name of the project, the date the project is due, and then your name as the creator of this one. Okay, so that's the first thing you're going to do, is build yourself a title page. Now, if you're going to do this in Word document, which is what's recommended, do it in Word. Please do not use Google Docs. Do not use other forms because they do not always translate over to come to me. So be sure to build it in Word, because with Word you can build it all in one document, and then you can just attach that document to an email or attach that document to the online system, to Blackboard. It's really easily done. So if you do it in Word, it's really nice and easy. Okay, so you've got your title page. Now, every single concept has to have its own page. So I don't want to see a page that starts with ratio. Halfway down the page you have rates. Not acceptable. Okay? Every single concept must have its own page. So, whatever concept you choose to do first, the order is not important. Let's say we do ratios. Okay? So, you're going to title your page ratios. You can either title it at the edge as you're going, here's your page, or you can put it in the middle. Either one is okay. So there's your title. The second thing on this page is going to be the definition of your ratio. Okay? After you have the definition of your ratio, now you're going to insert in here an artifact. And what is an artifact? An artifact is either a newspaper article or a picture from a newspaper. Same thing with a magazine. Or you can go online. But I want to see the actual item that you have chosen. So if you're choosing it online, do a screenshot. If you're choosing it from a newspaper, a magazine, or an advertisement, any of those kind of things, if you're choosing it from there, then you can screenshot it, okay? Let's see. I don't think there's a ratio example in here, but I think we've got plenty of examples of rates, okay? Right here on this page. There's a number of examples of rates on this page. For example, 2 can dine for $8.99. So that's a rate of 2 over $8.99. Or you could put it at $8.99 for 2. 2 for $5. $1.99 snack. Okay, $1.99 snack. So that's one snack for $1.99. How about $2.99 Reuben sandwich? So that would be an example of a rate. So you can even do things like this, where you just take the picture, and these actually come apart, and you can cut them out and take the picture and put it in your example in the artifact area. So you have all those artifacts you can do, and that will get you the artifact that you need. Okay? So you have put in your artifact. Now you have to explain why this is a good example. And this explanation is very, very important. Okay? And explain the connection between the artifact the definition and how that makes a good example of that. And it's better if you get everyday life examples, or maybe even something from your career choice. If you're going into nursing, you can probably find a lot of ratios in the nursing field. So these are really good because that's good. Okay, now, one of the things you have to have is any misleading or mistaken use of the concept. Now, is that always going to be there? No. But the very last thing you would put in here, if there is misleading or mistaken, then explain why it is and how it is. Okay? Now, most of the things you get will not have this on it, but you need at least one example of something misleading or mistaken. At least one. Okay? At least one of these examples. Okay? At least one of them. Now, if you have more than one, that's even better, because it makes your paper better. Okay? A separate page for each concept. If they're not a separate page for each concept, I'll mark it down as less professional. Okay? Be sure to properly cite your excerpts. So every one of these excerpts that your artifacts, you have to cite it in text citation. In other words, where it is, you put an in-text citation, and then the last thing you need is a bibliography page. And your bibliography page will have all of your citations. Everything that you have taken from another source must be cited in your bibliography page. So that is really important. That should be the last page of your project, okay? So, how do we grade this project? This project is graded with exceptional, proficient, needs work, or unacceptable. And every one of those areas, the concepts, organization, information management, and presentation. Okay, so what is each one of those? Your concepts are all the concepts there: ratios, proportions, rates, percentages, probabilities, statistics, and data displays. Do you have all of those things listed? That's 8 things. Okay? 2, 4, that's 7. That's 7. So all 7 of those things have to be there for your project to actually be complete in the concept area. Okay? Organization. Did you go above and beyond the requirements? Are sources cited in APA format? If you do not know APA format, get in touch with the Writing Lab, and they can help you know how to do the APA format. We have writing tutors who are working over the summer, and they can help you with that. Okay? Now, if you've put in those citations in, but they're not APA format, you have met the requirement. It's just not over and above and beyond, okay? So, if you've got excerpts clearly labeled according to type, sources are clearly identified, you're going to get 15 points out of it. You see what I mean? Out of a potential 20. Now, if you went above and beyond and got the APA formatting, now you'll have the full 20 points. So those are the things that are really important on that. Information management. Are your explanations, multiple explanations included about why the math concepts, data displays are misleading or mistaken? If you do nothing about misleading or mistaken, you will get 0 points on that category. If you've done well with your misleading and mistaken, and you have at least one, you're going to get 15 points on it. If you've got more than one and they're well stated and you've done a great job with them, you're going to get your 20 points out of it, okay? So this is the way this works. I just go through the rubric. I just look, is it there? Have you done this? Is it not excellent? If it's proficient, you get proficient points. And as you see, there's a range in each one of them according to how well or how little you've done it, okay? Now, the last one is presentation. If your presentation is professional in its execution, in other words, you would be willing to show this to somebody as an exercise to try to get a job. If it is really professional and you would want it shown everywhere in the world, then you will get your 15 points for being professional. If it's good, looks like a college student would do it, but doesn't have that professional edge to it, you can get up to 10 points. So you see, you get most of them. You just don't get quite that extra push. If the binder's messy, if it's not organized, and yours won't be in binders, so it'll be sent to me via a Word document. So if your Word document is messy and it doesn't follow the requirements of one concept per page and all those things that I talked about, then you're going to get less points. Do you see that? And that's the way this works. So I hope you understand now more about how to do your semester project. And I've also am including a page that I've taken a photo from another student's project, so you can kind of look at how one student tackled it, and it'll give you a better idea how to do things. So good luck on your semester project. You might want to start working on it and looking for your ideas. Different people do different things. Some people just, they don't care about a continuity of an idea or an overarching theme. They just want to make sure they have each individual concept well represented and well explained. That's just as good as choosing a theme. I've had other students decide they wanted to do a theme. Some of the themes that have been done are things like global warming. A student last semester did coronavirus. I've had students work with various sports like basketball or something and represent all these concepts through data from sports. I had a student take a motorcycle and show how all these concepts are represented in a motorcycle and various aspects dealing with the motorcycle. So I've had some really cool ideas come from students of how to use an overarching theme to tie their whole project together. When you do that, and it makes it a really cool project where it's well done, everything's well presented, well documented with your APA format, and that overarching theme ties it all together, well, guess what that does? It can even give you bonus points because you went way above and beyond what was required in the project. So keep this in mind as you're working your project, and you will be amazed at how much fun this project can be as you really get into it and work with it. Students that were going, I don't think I want to do this project, when they actually got into it and chose something they were really interested in, they really got into that project, and it made a huge difference in how they came out of this course, because it's 100 points, guys. It is worth a whole test. So a well-done project can raise a grade as much as 1 full grade or even 2 full grades. So it just depends upon what you do with it. So it's up to you. I'll look forward to some wonderful, awesome projects from you guys this semester. Okay?